Here's your Farm and Ranch Report from the Montana Ag Network.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Jason Laird. Let's take a look at a few of the ag stories making headlines today. The 2019 Montana Range Tour is just around the corner. The two-day event will include topics such as cover crops, control of invasive grasses, invisible fencing, and accessing real-time climate data. This year's tour takes place September 4th through the 5th in Harlowton. For more information or to register, contact the Upper Musselshell Conservation District. The Montana Department of Livestock will be holding a series of informational meetings on brucellosis regulations. There will be discussion on the expansion and enforcement of the vaccination rule, along with general information about Montana's designated surveillance areas. These informational meetings are intended to present new information as well as answer the public and producers' questions about brucellosis and brucellosis-related regulations. We've got Gallatin County happening on September 9th, as well as Park County on the 9th as well. While certain industrial hemp growers will now be able to obtain insurance coverage under the Whole Farm Revenue Protection, or WFRP, program for crop year 2020. On Tuesday, the USDA's Risk Management Agency announced coverage for hemp that is grown for fiber, flour, or seed. This will be available to producers who are in areas covered by USDA-approved hemp plans or who are part of an approved state or university research pilot program. Other producers cannot obtain coverage until a USDA-approved plan is put in place. We've got to take a short break. We'll be back in just about a minute with more news headlines.
Am I ever a lucky tire? My days are always filled with adventure. In the mountains, getting dirty, up early, and home late. I'm a Cooper, so I can get through the most rugged terrain with the peace of mind my owner needs. But if anything ever does happen, I always know Tire-Rama will take care of me. Right now, you can save up to $145 on a new set of qualifying Cooper tires, including the Discoverer AT3, STT Pro, and ST Max. Offer ends August 31st. Visit your neighborhood Tire-Rama or TireRama.com for details.
Roots, they anchor CHS to Montana. CHS is your partner for feed, for fuel, for agronomy, for grain. CHS is the largest agricultural cooperative in the world. CHS leads because our owners know this land and know how to make the most of this modern farming world. CHS is your cooperative. CHS, creating connections to empower agriculture.
Welcome back to your Farm and Ranch News. A crippling labor shortage tied to immigration restrictions is forcing farmers to rethink the way that they run their businesses. Kalina Astrinos shows us how the industry is struggling to adjust and how that could impact you.
We have a real shortage of labor right now.
Acres and acres of farmland blanket parts of Escondido.
Agriculture is a big, important industry in San Diego County.
It's an industry worth $1.8 billion in crops, with a $2.8 billion impact on the local economy. But the lack of workers,
this is just not a San Diego issue. This is California and the entire country,
is driving the industry in a different direction.
So not certain they're going to have enough workers to harvest. They're deciding not to plant.
In San Diego, around 16,000 people work in agriculture throughout the year. Eric Larson with the San Diego Farming Bureau says there's a labor shortage of roughly 25%. He says that's a direct impact of new immigration regulations.
Now, we've not had real immigration reform that allowed more foreign-born workers to come into this country for a long time, 40 plus years. And so what's happened is the population of farm workers has diminished over that time. So we have this continuing shortage of labor that gets worse year after year.
This could mean a change in what you see at the store.
Consumers won't see a lack of fruits and vegetables in the store, but what they will notice, they're coming from foreign countries. We're not convinced that's best for all of us.
Larson says he wants a new program that makes it easier for guest workers to come into the U.S. to plant and harvest crops. But if that doesn't happen,
we expect these shortages to get worse over time and have a bigger and bigger impact on agriculture.
Now, adjustments were made to the H-2A visas intended to make it easier for guest workers to work temporarily in agriculture, but the San Diego Farming Bureau says that program works best for large-scale farms, not so much San Diego's smaller farming community. Well, that's all the time we have for today. For the latest in agriculture news and ag-related weather forecasting, all you have to do is check us out on Facebook. Just type in Montana Ag Network. I'm Jason Laird. Have yourself an awesome day.